Should organizations be taking a stance on political and social issues? Corporate activism isn't new, but it's definitely growing. The rise of social movements like Me Too and BLM is pressuring companies to speak out about their political inclinations, and Russia's invasion of Ukraine forced organizations to be vocal about whether they would boycott Russian imports. Recently, the prestigious University of Exeter rebranded itself as environmentally friendly and green, literally with a new green logo. They've become actively involved in climate efforts, joining an initiative by the World Economic Forum to support the North and South Poles. What does the public think about this? Well, a recent study in 28 countries found that nearly 2/3 of employees believe companies should take a stance on social and political issues. But in some areas, public opinion is divided. A US survey found 48% of Americans believe businesses should speak out, while the other 52% think they shouldn't. And younger adults under 30 were more likely to think companies should express their views than adults over 30. Which brings us to a key point. Taking a stance is always a risk. Ben & Jerry's famously tried to stop selling their ice cream in Israeli settlements on occupied Palestinian territory, saying it went against their values as a company. But their parent company Unilever reversed the decision, which Israel hailed as a victory against anti-Semitism. If done right, the risk can really pay off. In 2018, Nike's overall value increased by $6 billion after they featured civil rights activist Colin Kaepernick on an ad campaign. But if you can't afford to take the risk, there are other ways to show your organization stands for something, like making sure your supply chain is sustainable and having meaningful conversations about inclusivity. Either way, it's crucial you remain authentic to who you are and what you represent as a brand. In 2021, a Twitter account called Gender Pay Gap Bot made headlines by retweeting what organizations were saying about International Women's Day, and then pointing out their gender pay gaps. If there's one thing both consumers and employees hate, it's hypocrisy. As always, the key is to be true to your brand values and to know your audience, clients, or consumers really well.